Hai, saya Syakdin dan anda sedang menonton Dian. Dalam 15 minit yang seterusnya, kami akan bawakan kepada anda pelbagai inisiatif yang dilakukan oleh orang ramai dan semua pihak untuk membantras kemiskinan bandar. Bermain adalah sangat penting bagi kanak-kanak untuk meningkatkan daya kognitif mereka dan juga psycho-motor. Namun, bukan semua adik-adik daripada keluarga yang berpendapatan rendah mempunyai akses dan juga bahan permainan. Ini adalah salah satu yang cuba diubah oleh Datin Wong Poai Hong. Kita saksikan.
Well, I think it all started because I'm a lawyer by profession, but it all started because I needed a place for my children. And I didn't kind of... At that point of time, 30 years ago, there was hardly any childcare centre that had quality. So actually I was practicing for 10 years and was a corporate lawyer. But so I decided to set up my own playhouse, which I did for about 15 years. And it was based on the idea of having play for the children so that they have a childhood they can remember. And also, so from there, I then got involved with the National Childcare Association and was president for 4 years. And last 4 years also, I was president, so 8 years actually. And in between, so I'm very convinced that children in the early years, you need to give them a head start. And once you give them that head start, not just in terms of cognitive, but the fact that they emotionally and socially they're able, then their cognitive will come in, right? So from there, once I stepped down from the childcare field, I continued on to work on the toy library. I started then thinking about how can we make play accessible. So then that's when I started on the toy libraries. So I conceptualized the iPlay Toy Library, which was taken up by Yayasan MK as their CSR project. So that was 10 years ago, and I think right now they probably have about 30 to 40, almost 40 toy libraries all around the country, basically in the rural areas and for the Orang Asli children. And that has actually created some impact on the lives of those children. And so basically, if you look at early childhood, a lot of the problems that the teenagers are facing, that we are looking at now, that the teenagers are facing, a lot of emotional cases. In fact, 20% of our kids have emotional and social-emotional problems. And that's because if you look at the cost, the ultimate cost, it's what happened when they were young. Because about 80 to 90% of the brain is developed by the time they're 4, by 5 in fact. So if their emotional stability and all that is, we don't look at, you want to put good habits into children, you know, you need to focus on the early years. We just wanted a space for children to interact and play within the community and for the mothers to get to know each other, and then they build the support system around that knowing. Because there's a lot of, I also noticed when I looked at PPRs and looked at the urban poor, we were looking at why are they not even asking their neighbors to support them when they need to go out for 2 hours? Why are they leaving their kids home alone, right? And they said they have no choice. But actually you have a choice to speak to your neighbors, to see whether you could come up with some way where you could even barter. I look after your kids for 2 hours this week, and next week you look after my kids when I need to go out, right? I think there's a lot of distrust, especially in the urban setting. So we hope that with the toy library, when people play, and we've noticed this, when children play, we just put toys on the floor, anywhere, even in an exhibition, the kids automatically come. And when the kids come, you find that the parents come. The mothers will come, the fathers will come, and then because the kids are playing with each other, because the kids don't care who else is there, but they're playing with each other even though they're strangers, they're happily playing, so what happens is the parents start talking to each other. And in some toy libraries, we will be setting up one later on in Desa Mantari that will be intergenerational. Yeah, that means even the grandfathers, grandmothers, the elderly have toys that they can play with the children, right? The first one we're setting up in PPR Idaman, we wanted to focus on 0 to 6 years old, because that's where we feel that with the UNICEF report on children without, it confirms what we already know, that children in these communities just don't have access to quality play and toys, or childcare. And so we've decided to embark on this project called the Job Play Toy Libraries, with the MPPJ Council supporting it. We will be setting up a number of PPRs, but starting with the first PPR in Daban, where the community will help and be engaged right from the start with the building as well as managing the toy library. So the first question they asked me was, who's going to come and manage? Are you going to hire somebody? I said, no, you guys are going to manage it. We will bring the funding in. We will work with funders to equip the place, and we will train you to be toy librarians, to manage the place. So that's what's happened. I think one of the most important things about toy libraries is parents don't have to spend so much money on toys. The second thing is, I think we're learning to reuse. So one of the projects we have in the toy library, which kids will spearhead, is Toy Aid for Kids. This is a program where the kids and we work with companies to collect toys, from their staff, and then the kids will then sort them out, and they will then see which are broken, which can be used in a toy library, which can be given away to other people. So that's part of where the kids are going to come in, so that there's always toys to supplement whatever is there in the toy library.
Jangan ke mana-mana, kita kembali selepas ini dengan Wakil Rakyat kali pertama tidak kekok dalam isu kemiskinan. Bertemu kembali. Kali pertama menjadi Wakil Rakyat tidak menghalang YB Zuria Zulkifli Adun Bukit Melawati untuk segera turun padang bagi menyelesaikan masalah kemiskinan di kawasannya. Kami sempat bertemu bual dengan beliau bagi bertanyakan mengenai cabaran yang dihadapinya bagi memenuhi aspirasi untuk golongan terpinggir di kawasannya.
Masa saya tempoh kempen dulu, memang ada beberapa kes yang saya janji dalam hatilah. Saya pun kata keadaan seorang makcik ni di kampung Asahan, dia sebenarnya melalui anak ni dah kontak saya sebelum tempoh election lagi lah, sebab mereka tahu saya dah turun padang dah lama. Titi dia hampir roboh dah, titi rumah lah hampir roboh dah. Dan bila saya tengok kenapa tak ada siapa selama ni datang untuk bantu. Kemudian saya cuba bantu melalui pejabat daerah, melalui pada ketika itu pegawai yang penyelaras yang lama. Semuanya kata mereka tak dapat bantu atau ada alasan yang diberikan lah, mungkin pada ketika itu ada masalah. Dan saya rasa macam ini menjadi satu tanggungjawab saya kalau betul saya diamanahkan untuk terus berkhidmat di situ. Dan ternyata bila saya menang, saya terpanggil balik untuk saya datang kembali ke rumah makcik tu. Rumah makcik ni dia memang asnaf, tinggal berdua saja bersama abangnya yang dah uzur dan lumpuh. Makcik ni tinggal berseorangan dengan abang dia dalam keadaan yang uzur. Rumah memang sangat daif, memang rumah zakat lah. Tak bekerja, anak juga duduk di luar. Tetapi makcik ni sangat gembira, sentiasa happy, sentiasa rasa tak ada masalah. So bila saya datang balik hari tu, makcik ni kita datang nak bantu dia kan, kita bawa barang sekali, kita kata nak baiki, saya dah baiki titi rumah dia lah. Dia pula yang susah-susah bawa bagi saya minum lah, belikan air untuk saya. Saya macam patutnya kita yang tolong dia kan, kita yang bantu dia, tapi dia pula yang beria menyambut kita sebagai tetamu.
Pandangan YB mengenai kemiskinan bandar. Pandangan YB.
Walaupun di bandar kita lihat kehidupannya sangat moden, selesa, happening, tapi sebenarnya ramai lagi yang dalam kesusahan. Mungkin mereka kita tengok kerja di tempat kerja yang mungkin juga nampak elok, majikan yang baik, tapi taraf tangga gaji dia sangat rendah dan dia tak ada pergerakan gaji, dia stagnan begitu, dan kos sara hidup di bandar sangat tinggi. Bukan saja kalau suami nak kena tanggung yang isteri dan anak-anak, apatah lagi kalau anak ramai, kos sewa rumah, harga rumah kalau nak beli lagilah. Jadi perkara ini memang perlu diambil serius lah oleh kerajaan kita yang baru untuk lihat semula permasalahan ini, bukan sahaja kemiskinan bandar dia dari sudut pekerjaan atau peluang pekerjaan mereka, tapi social life keluarga yang tinggal di kawasan bandar. Kita pun dah dengar itu ada satu laporan yang dikeluarkan oleh UNICEF kan, oleh Dr. Muhammad. So kita mendapati walaupun mereka tinggal di kawasan bandar, di PJ dan sebagainya, di KL, tapi masalah rupanya anak-anak ni mengalami perencatan pertumbuhan, nutrisi, pendidikan mereka juga terkesan hanya kerana isu kemiskinan bandar ataupun kehidupan mereka yang sebegitu rupa lah. Jadi kerajaan punya banyak isu ataupun cabaran yang perlu kita tangani lah. Di kawasan saya kebanyakannya masih perkampungan, dan kos sara hidup mungkin agak rendah berbanding dengan di kawasan bandar. Jadi saya cuba untuk juga menguruskan mereka di kawasan saya itu dengan sebaik inilah.
Sekian saja paparan Dian untuk minggu ini. Sekiranya anda mempunyai idea, pandangan dan sumbangan yang ingin dihulurkan kepada penerima Dian, emailkan kepada kami di dianawani@astro.com.my. Saya Syaktin, terima kasih kerana menonton.